Hi, I'm Barry Goralnick. I'm an architect, interior designer, and product designer. And today we're going to see my favorite project on Central Park West in Manhattan. This building was built in 1912, and it has magnificent views of the park and up Central Park West. This particular apartment was an incredible challenge. It was basically a very large one-bedroom, and it did not suit the needs of my clients. And the solution to this was to blow out every single wall in the apartment and add one wall, which created a guest room. So the result of my solution was we created, on the 10th floor of this classical building, a neoclassical loft apartment. Everything is an open plan, it's easy living, and yet it has distinct spaces for bedrooms and bathrooms for the family. At the time this building was built, there's an air shaft that goes through the entire building, which was the only source of air before the days of air conditioning. So our solution was to wrap cabinetry around the air shaft, and it creates closets, space for washer dryer, air conditioning equipment, AV equipment. It's wrapped in custom millwork that is contemporary but has a nod to the neoclassical. Another challenge was to centrally air condition this apartment because there were risers and columns and we weren't allowed to go into the ceiling. So everything is accommodated in beams that are wrapped in crown molding, and it all disappears, but it functions beautifully. When you first enter the apartment, we created a foyer that never existed before, which is a beautiful, welcoming space for visitors. The focal point of the foyer is a stained glass window that was inspired by the original windows in the stairwells of the building that we had made by an artisan in Brooklyn. In reconceiving the apartment, we created a very large open kitchen with all the modern appliances, but done in a traditional style. The furnishings of the apartment are much more contemporary, which is a perfect counterpoint to the neoclassical architecture. One of the things I like to do in my architecture is to create a procession through the space. In this case, we have the foyer with the stained glass leading to another sort of vestibule area, and then you explode into this 11-foot high ceiling space with all the views of the park, so that there's a sense of drama as you go through. Featured in the dining room at our custom table is my new china collection from Art Brock. This is called Castello, and its motifs are rooted in antique architecture, which you can also see mirrored in the credenza behind them, which I designed for Curry & Company. The main bedroom in the apartment has the best view of Central Park, and our goal is to not take away from that view, but keeping everything serene and quiet and soft. And the grass cloth mural of boughs behind the bed brings the idea of nature into the bedroom without competing with it.